So you do the opening, big man.
Okay, do I?
Oh, it's your show.
Is it
Oh,
mine? Is it my show?
oh no, it's ours. Missy, it's your idea. Well, it's a shared idea,
It's a
isn't it?
shared
Was it?
idea. Well, that was the intro.
Well,
Take it or leave it.
fine. I'll take it this time. So welcome to PP time. We're back after a very long hiatus. That felt like forever due to circumstances. And I'm normally the second P. I'm Pablo.
And I'm Pascal. I'm the first B. How you feeling today, my dude?
No. Not not too bad actually. Enjoying a good old cup of coffee right now. Blackest night with a moonless vibe on it. Pretty good.
Great.
How about you?
I'm having a beer actually.
Ooh, big boy having a big beer. Today we're January 4th, 2021. Are you still making that mistake whenever you're writing down, you write 2020?
Oh,
Like,
I
ah,
do.
fuck,
Oh, yeah,
shit.
yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Every goddamn earlier today, even at work.
How long has it lasted for you? Can you recall?
It takes like 10 days, like a week or something.
I don't know. I think I was a slow kid when I was a kid because I
Oh,
think it lasted until March for me
holy shit!
once.
Back in the days, yeah, until March for sure, for sure. But now, since I'm working, I have to think about this every goddamn time I do something.
I guess you have to know, right?
I do have to know. I have to pay bills and shit.
God, yeah, that's how we know the dates in life too
Yeah,
now.
yeah. That's the differential here is that you did not pay bills when you were 8 years old. You didn't have to know.
You got me there, buddy. Fuck, didn't think of that way, man. Shit.
Until March, man. Still today?
Well, today, no.
To this day?
To this day, I think I'm still writing it, so I think I will go maybe one more week. I think it's maximum 2 weeks now that it happens. But it's rarely that I write some, and I never use calendars. I used to use calendars
Oh.
before, but now I stopped using it because
Yeah.
I want to trust my memory more.
Yeah, I trust my cell phone now. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck they are we?
But at the same time, I don't know if you've also been backstabbed by yourself whenever. Okay, I think we're guilty of both of this. Whenever you date something, or you tell someone you're going to see them, and then you end up double booking or triple booking someone on the same fucking day.
I'm
That is,
actually very good with this. I know you've been struggling with that shit.
I am so bad with that shit. I mean, that's why I used to have an agenda at some point, but now it's just
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
Somehow I keep an agenda in my phone, right?
Oh, no, I've seen it. I've
If,
seen you. I've seen you.
if I'm going to chill if I'm gonna go see someone or do something with a friend, even like
Hmm.
I would just write it in my phone, in my agenda, so I would remember.
Yeah, I recall it. I mean, shit, even the original idea of this podcast, we were just sitting down at a bar and you were writing it down in your agenda, in your cell phone. I remember that shit.
Yeah, Google Keep, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it is a thing that you normally do. I was just speaking out loud and just remembering shit on the air. So.
Yeah, and we still don't do the things that we broke down.
Ah, fuck it. I mean, why do we want to be square anyways? We're just gonna do our own thing.
Well, at some point, I want to do some of these stuff, you know.
Oh, trust me, I do too. But
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing is that right now, with things happening, we just can't.
Yeah,
Okay,
physically be
I really
there.
wanted to do the segment Bay Street. I really wanted to
Bay,
choose the
yeah, Bay
street,
Street.
which was the
Yeah,
perfect street, renovations
I
and all of it.
know.
But
It just died. We could
it,
do it again, but our streets are just probably done by now.
well, yes
We
and no.
could
I
go
mean,
back.
we can always go back because here's the thing. During the whole close down, they just renovated the streets again. So we could have just bet on one and seen it safely, of course, every 1 or 2 weeks and see who the fuck was winning.
Hmm.
That was it.
I do have a car now.
Oh, that is true. So we can go even deeper into the city.
Yeah, we could go legit in Montreal. No.
Oh yeah, you want to see the
No,
brokiest
no,
ass
no, no, no.
places.
I mean, I don't want to go. I don't want to go downtown with my car. I hate this fucking place.
No one likes downtown. And here's the thing with Montreal is that you realize you don't need a car in Montreal because cars are way more trouble than they used to be
Yep.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I know.
so unless you're like from Région or like I like to call it Rive Sud.
Guilty.
You, oh, you?
I'll do it again.
Oh, yeah, you will go into Région once again. I know it.
Oh no. you know I will. Like, yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I remember that day I was at your place. I think we were gaming something. You just stopped playing. You went silent. You were like, I just want to live a quiet life, Pablo. And that's when I knew.
For sure. That's when you knew. Oh, legit. If I'm going to settle down with a house, if I'm gonna get a house at some point,
Yeah.
I don't want a house in Montreal. I
Oh no,
really don't.
definitely, man. Because I don't think you and your husband want to raise kids here
My
downtown. That's for
husband,
sure.
you thought I wouldn't notice, huh?
Notice what?
I mean, if I end up with a husband,
Yeah, dude. Yo, no shame in there, man. It's 2021. Being gay is the hype as shit nowadays.
no, yeah,
I mean, you gotta remember. You told me
but
this.
I'm
I
not gay
remember
yet.
verbatim.
I'm not gay yet.
You told me verbatim. I need to make this podcast in order for me to come out. I mean, I understood the idea behind it, so I wanted to help you, man.
Is
But you
that
said
canon?
it. You said it. You said it in a different way. You said, "I just want to get out there." I'm like, I get it. You want to come out? Cool.
Yeah, sure, man. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
No, but all jokes aside, man,
Canon.
I love this place, Montreal. It's so open, so
Yeah,
varied,
yeah,
man.
yeah. But that's the thing. Sure, but I don't want to get a house here.
Yeah. No, definitely. You know, you're totally right.
I don't want to. I don't want. Okay, I don't want neighbors. That's the thing. That's the one thing I fucking hate. That's the only.
Okay.
I don't want neighbors. I,
Can you elaborate on that? Did a
well,
neighbor once drill a glory hole in your wall or something? What happened?
man. There's just. I always. What I mean by neighbors, right, is like, not next door neighbor. That's fine. Like you have.
Okay, that's what I meant. I'm like, oh, you want to go live in Nebraska with your
No, no,
shotgun
no,
on
no,
your.
no, no, no. What I mean is neighbors in like apartment buildings and or even condos or fucking
Mm-hmm.
semi-détaché, like fucking
Yeah, neighboring houses. I get it.
yeah, neighboring house. Thank you.
Mm.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that anymore. Like I just think I make too much noise all the time, even though I'm not. Like I'm a super
Oh,
quiet dude. Like
yeah.
most of the time anyway. Uh, and every time I make a little bit of noise, I'm like, oh, they're annoyed, and like I hate doing stuff that makes noise. I'm always like, oh, just drop the volume when we're listening to music, and legit, it's really like it's pretty well isolated here.
Mm.
Like legit, we don't hear each other. I don't hear my neighbors that much,
Yeah.
and same for them, I believe, because we never received any complaints.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, but they also might be just building up until they explode.
Oh, you think they're building up a case on you? No. I don't think it's that. It's just,
You know.
especially here in Montreal, people aren't afraid to tell you what it is to your face.
Mm.
But that can be said about any big city.
I mean, we did receive one complaint for sound, but it wasn't in the apartment. It was sound on the balcony. All the
Oh,
balcony.
that makes sense because there's no isolation outside.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
and like she would have the neighbor. She would have the window open all night,
mhm.
and yeah, that's fair because it's fucking hot outside. And
Oh yeah.
so someone in like one of my roommates would probably have played some music outside on their phone or on a speaker or some shit. Um,
Mm,
yeah, we received a noise complaint for that, but not inside the house.
okay.
So there's that. Like they would probably tell us if it ever happens. If it's ever a problem, they would probably tell us.
Hopefully, you expect that people are going to tell you there's a problem.
I fucking
And
hope. That's
because if I can just segue into it, I mean,
sure.
whenever you have, let's say, friends or family members or even loved ones, it's always fun to talk about what's going on. I mean, if there's an issue, please talk about it, even if it's a good or a bad
Yeah.
one. Because yeah, I don't want to get deep or weird. It's just that, let's say,
No.
because I consumed a lot of television when I was younger, and part of that background, because I'm Latino, was telenovelas. Basically the
Yeah.
soap operas.
Yeah, yeah.
And most of the time, whenever I would sit down with my grandma or my mom watching that stupid bullshit, it would be, "Oh, Eduardo, don't leave me. Why?" And they don't talk about it. And 25 episodes later, they're like, "I still love you." And then they talk about the problem. You're like, motherfuckers, this could have
25
lasted
episodes
an
later.
episode and a half if you would have just spoken on that particular day. But instead, Eduardo has to leave the country, lose his memory, his
Uh,
twin brother takes his place, and blah, 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 blah,
y-
blah. So,
you
I
think that
mean,
was their plan all along to make you think about that? Maybe.
you think both
Uh,
my
Telenovelas.
maternal
You know
telenovelas was the
the
point of it?
directors. Yeah, I mean the
I
point of
just
it is
don't
to
know.
make you think about, like you should talk to each other to avoid this kind of situation. You know.
But here's the thing: you would think that, but it's not the case because I've seen people actively be like that. I've met people in my entourage be like that. I've told them like, just talk about it. Oh,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's the right time. You are telling me you're gonna leave him otherwise. What? What other time is there?
Yeah. Legit. Yeah,
Like
I
sometimes I
agree.
feel
Yeah.
like those stupid telenovelas. What it ends up being is that, oh, you're not gonna talk to him unless something big happens. Tell me who he lives. I'm gonna stab him. So you're gonna go see him at the hospital and talk to him then. How about that?
Yeah. Wait.
Please don't stab people.
I
Just saying it
won't.
right
I
now.
won't. I won't. I won't. I
No,
won't.
I'm just saying it to the one or two people in the audience. I do not condone stabbing people unless they ask for it physically, saying, "Please stab me, bro."
Yeah,
Otherwise,
if
don't
it's a
stab
kink,
people.
no, if it's a kink, that's fine. I'm not shaming you, you know.
Okay, yeah, I like the
I
way
mean,
you're segueing. What would you kink shame? Go on.
why? Oh, okay,
Which one would you?
sure,
If you
sure.
have one, just one to,
Uh,
this one particular, you can also not elaborate on it. Just
like,
say not that one.
okay, okay, that's a great question, actually.
Mm.
Um, eating shit. Uh,
Ah, Eichenmann-Scheiße. Yes.
you know the
Not
name.
that I would know, but
Well, I mean, I don't think I have to elaborate.
well, you're correct on that one. But um,
From the top of my head, because uh, I have probably another one somewhere hidden inside that I hate. Probably. I don't know. What about
yeah,
you?
the one I hate is feet. Just feet in general. I just I can't I can't seem to handle it. I mean, it's
Okay.
weird.
So,
I just find it weird. That's it.
alright. Yes, that's fine. Yeah. I'm not a fit guy.
Nope, nope, not really. I mean, I know.
I'm not a fit guy.
Are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not. But
No shaming, man. But I do shame that one. No, I'm right. I shame that.
I have legit nothing against it. I
I
mean,
mean, I have less problem with it maybe with instead of sounding. Sounding is something I'm like, oh God, no, please, no, no,
sounding.
no, 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 no. Um, Sounding is whenever someone puts like a small metal pole in their urethra as a man. You know those straws they use for environmental purposes? Aluminum? Is
Oh
it
yeah, yeah, yeah,
aluminum
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
aluminum?
yeah,
Those
yeah,
kind of things.
yeah, yeah.
But people put it in their urethra for masturbational purposes.
Yeah.
That's sounding.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I won't king shame that one. I will.
Would you
I'll,
would you do it though?
no.
Would you think about trying it though?
I mean, the first time you see this or hear about it, you think about it.
Well, the
You
thing is
cannot
that
not think about it.
I never heard of it. Ironically, it's called sounding, but I never heard of it. But I I found it on Reddit because
Yeah.
late night you're not trying to you can't fall
Same.
asleep and you're like, I'm gonna lose time on Reddit. And then some asshole wrote, "Hey man, if ever you can't sleep, just go on R sounding. You'll find a beautiful ASMR noises to go to sleep." And I'm like, "Oh, R sounding, okay."
Ours.
Fuck me, right? Got there, front page,
He got debated. God damn.
got so baited. I give him an award. I'm like, "Here, take it, you filthy animal."
He
Because
took the L. Just went.
I had like one stuck up for some reason, so I just sent him. But oh my god! And then morbid curiosity gets in, and you're like, "Well, okay, let's go where the rabbit hole goes." And oh boy, It is something.
Oh, the weird part of Reddit. Let's go.
It's a good part of Reddit also. I mean,
I mean,
okay, well,
yeah.
the same way I asked you about what would you kink shame, what is your favorite subreddit? Like, do you have one or top three or one you always go to?
I I don't go on Reddit that much.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
But I used to watch a lot of Win Stupid Prizes,
yeah, like that one.
and I like the 50-50 one.
Oh, but it got tamer nowadays. It
Yeah,
used
I
to be
guess, I guess.
really horrible. It used to be
Uh,
not safe for life.
yeah, no, I know it. Yeah, I remember, man. I
You want
remember.
to see a puppy eating a strawberry cake or a guy's head blown off by a shotgun? I'm like, no,
Puppy, please.
please, puppy.
And it wasn't. Let
It
me
never was.
check real quick. Usually go on subreddit whenever I get a technical problem.
Oh, yeah.
But
When you have when,
mhm.
so whenever you have a technical problem, you usually go to fellas, is it gay, right?
Yeah, fellas, is it gay? Yeah. uh,
It's recently one of my new pages. It's so amazing. So stupid.
I I thought I'm pretty sure I saw some of the stuff from that subreddit on other social media platforms.
It
Pretty
does
sure I did.
happen from time to time because it,
Yeah.
it it did became the new Tumblr for me because I'm not that old, but Tumblr used to be just a meme page for a while after 4chan. Now there I'm old, but
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 let
it
me
used to be
check.
fun. Huh?
Boss Fight Universe.
What's that?
Uh, Boss Fight Universe. Basically, you just um, what typically you would see there would be something like. Let me just give you an example. Let me
Yeah, go ahead.
share my screen on Discord. Let's see the top from all time. You are faced with a detrimental decision. Pick your fighter. Gilgamesh, the consumer of reality, or Maurice.
Maurice.
Maurice. We could go on Blurst. Ooh! Ooh, I fucked it. Oh shit.
You drop your beard, my boy.
Yes. Yes, I did.
So like someone was getting big cummies from the beer in the mouth.
Ooh! um, give me a sec.
Okay, honestly, let's be real. If you were to say something when you were about to come, when you're with a girl, with a guy, no shaming here, would you think it'd be appropriate to say, "Here come my cummies"?
Honestly?
Take your time.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate on that?
No.
That is the answer I wanted. Thank you.
Did I pass?
Oh yeah, you did. You will be awarded the cummies pretty soon.
Next. Oh fuck. Still have a lot of beer on my.
On your crotchal area.
No, on my
I got it. You
keyboard.
just made me think. What
Oh.
is the worst thing you have ever dropped on your crotch? You
Oh.
can't say your ex. It doesn't count.
That's a good one though. Come on. Actually, like I don't regret any of my exes.
Yeah, no, me neither. Well, yeah, me neither. The thing is that does a one night count as an ex?
No.
Yeah, no regrets.
Okay, great. What did I drop on my crotch? I don't know, man. I drink stupid. I drop everything on my crotch.
I remember dropping a bowl of spaghetti on my crotch,
Mm. Mm. Classic.
and I was at home, and it was Boyardee's because I felt lazy that day. So it's the soupiest fucking mess to pick up, and
Oh,
you feel
hell
it
yeah.
on your
Hell
crotch,
yeah.
and you're like, why?
The worst thing, I would say coffee, man. Legit good old coffee. You don't want to
Oh,
drop this on your crotch. It's the worst. It's just
well, it
a.
depends. If you're drinking it with like milk and sugar, you can save it. But if it's black, like the darkest night with the moonless night, you're like,
So yeah, no, it hurts like a motherfucker, and then you look like you pissed yourself. And then it smells bad. It just does. Like,
Well, it depends now. If you didn't shower that day and then you drop coffee and it
no,
smelled
no,
like
no,
a
no,
tuna
no.
casserole, that's your problem.
That's not what I'm. That's what. That's not what I'm getting at. Just somehow, coffee on cloth is not a good mix. Just drop coffee on my shirt. It just smells bad. After a
Mm.
while, obviously, it smells good for probably an hour. But then it starts. You have the smell. It's just I don't know. But yeah, on the crotch, that's the worst. Yeah, the coffee. And for you,
Coffee
my good
probably the
sir.
worst. Well, like I mentioned, it was spaghetti from Boyardee
Oh
because the thing
fuck!
is that
I'm sorry.
no, the thing is that on that particular day, since you're home, I was wearing boxer sleeves, so I just had my boxers and all the fucking spaghetti dropped on it. So, I usually make the joke about, having pocket spaghetti so that way the spaghetti will keep itself
Mhm.
warm on your
Mhm.
body.
Mhm.
But I think it's the same way that Newton discovered gravity.
Yeah.
I just had to drop spaghetti on my dick to know how it would work out. You know, beautiful ideas through madness, as one would say. I need to do more trials. I did a few trials back in the day, but there wasn't enough
Trials.
conclusive answers. Yeah,
You mean tests?
yeah, I actually wore a pair of jeans I didn't like, and I put spaghetti in it for like
What?
15 to 20 minutes and tried to see if it
No,
would
you
come up with the
fucking.
lukewarm.
You're.
I have the video. I can send it to you later on.
Fuck no, you're fucking with me.
Nope, I have it.
I
And
wanna.
my roommates used to live with me, so
I
they
wanna
they saw
see.
me do it.
I wanna see this shit. Fuck yeah, man.
Uh,
You've been watching these streams, man, on Twitch?
yeah, I've been watching a few, not anything too relevant. I was watching Sphere Hunter. She was doing a Devil May Cry 5 review. I was watching Wooly Versus. He's all right. Used to be better, but things change. And here you go. I send you the spaghetti.
Yes. Bon appétit. Oh.
And as you
Oh,
can see,
bon
it is.
appétit.
And as you can see, it is Boyardee once again.
uh,
So in a way, that accident inspired the whole pocket spaghetti.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do a sketch about that.
How in
Imagine
the
an efficient
hell did
way
you?
to keep your meal hot on you all the time without having to use any other energy than your own body. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Welcome to. Going back to streaming, Twitch.
Hmm.
I
Yes.
recently came across an interesting streamer that got me mesmerized. Actually, like
Okay, what do you do?
he legit does whatever. Name's
Without breaking the guidelines.
yeah, but name's
Okay,
Ludwig.
I've
Uh,
heard that name before.
yeah, you did probably. Because he's actually been booming right now, and he recently got to 1 million on both YouTube and Twitch. Um,
Hey, congratulations for him.
yeah, big numbers, cash money numbers.
Yeah, maybe not, but I like to see
Dude,
big numbers go up.
dude, uh, 1 million is cash money.
Hopefully. Oh
No,
yeah, I
it
think it's
is.
after 500K that it
Yeah,
becomes money.
yeah, for real. I mean, it becomes money before that. It's just you can.
Well, real money, substantial money.
No,
If
no,
you
no, no,
alone,
no.
sure,
That
but if
no, no. Cash money
we're
is more than
two,
substantial. You can live
mm,
from 500K.
all right, look at us being chills already.
But he's not tied to any sort of content.
Hmm.
Well, beyond just stealing content from everyone,
Oh,
and
that is a thing.
putting his twist on it.
Yeah, I think that used to be a thing also on Instagram. It was those fuckers,
Yeah, no, but
Jerry.
he puts a nice twist to it actually. So
Okay.
see, he's got me mesmerized in such a way uh, that uh, he's a very good public speaker, like
Mm.
insanely good. Not that it's always interesting. A lot of time it is like, let's say he does like story time. It actually is. Anyway,
Especially fucking nowadays when we don't have attention span for anything.
oh man, Uh, especially me. Holy shit.
That's to me because I used to read a lot. Now I can't read a fucking book or a comic.
I can't read a page.
Yeah.
I just do audiobook instead. I can't I can't read a fucking book. So stupid.
Yeah. Recently I tried audiobook again also, and I'm like, ah.
I actually like it. I like it even more. I mean, if I don't like the voice, um, I just won't listen to it.
Oh, believe me, I'm right now I'm having the time of my life, but I just can't concentrate. It's Dracula by Bram Stoker's, and it's read by Alan Cumming and Tim Curry as Dracula. It's
No.
fucking fantastic, but I just can't get to it. Just can't get into it.
Tim Curry as nice, very nice actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Well, I just recently, it wasn't very good, but I recently listened to Supermarket by Bobby Hall, uh, which
What's that about?
uh, Bobby Hall is Logic, the rapper,
Oh, okay.
and he wrote a book, and Supermarket is basically around. It's well, I don't want to like let's say someone wants to read it or something.
Hmm.
It was read by him also. He has a nice voice. Uh,
Cool. Well, I hope so. I mean, he is a singer after all,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So it was nice to listen to. The writing was okay. Story was, was it, it? I mean, you understand the meaning, and there's no real surprise. It's about mental health. I would believe it's how he recovered from it. It's about a dude that wants to write a book.
Clever. Becomes meta.
No, he does break the fourth wall at some places.
Mm.
It's easy to read. Like he has such a style that you would that you understand really well. Like it's your a normal like everyday dude that just talks to you about their day like a fucking podcast.
Mm.
But
Nice.
it's just it's written that way, right?
Okay.
So it's super easy to understand. It has a nice voice and all. It's just the story is okay, and you read the first half, no, the first eighth of it.
Hmm.
You already know what's gonna happen at the end.
Okay, it's one of those. Well,
Yeah,
at, at least as long as the trip is enjoyable, even though if you know the
yeah,
destination, I think that's more worth it.
yeah. I was
Because
fine with it.
I think I've told you this before. Whenever I'm about to start or read a book, I always go for the last page first.
You always good for the last page first.
Yeah, but here's the thing, because it's not a spoiler at all, because some writers, whenever you get to the last page, it just makes no sense. Like, let's say you get to the last page and it's like, oh, and then the boy defeated God, and then you go back into the beginning of the first page. There was this little boy going into the park with his dog, and you're like, okay, what the fuck happened? Why is he fighting God? You have to read it.
Oh yeah,
So,
okay, yeah, I get it, I get it.
so yeah, for some of them, you get there and you're like, oh shit, okay, I just want to know what happens. And
Mm-hmm.
the I think the only book I never did it to, even though after a while, after reading it like a million times, I knew it, but it was Norwegian Wood. Again, I'll never stop talking about that book. Favorite books of all
Yeah.
time. But that particular one hit me hard the first time I finished it because I never read the last page on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But go figure. I just said not this one, and it just got better.
Yeah.
That's the first one I didn't ruin to myself ish, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's an amazing
I
question
love
to have.
I love the end. I love the
Hmm.
end of that book. It was really a nice read, for real. I know we're not talking about that anymore, but the way Logic or
Hmm.
Bobby, I guess, um, spoke about like legit exactly what you said, how to get hook in a book, because he did mention that at some point. Is the way he checks, and that's the same for me. Just the first two sentences or the first page. If in the first page like there's the, and I noticed that also in Fight Club, but because I just recently started Fight Club, the book. If it starts and it gives you a glimpse of the end, like like a flash future kind of shit, or like the rest of the book is a flashback or some shit. So
I think I'm only thinking that's a fast forward.
yeah, fast forward. So at the beginning of Bobby's book, you get that's the first time I killed a man, like legit in the first sentence, or something like that. And then just the scene where the supermarket is on fire, and there's this dude right beside him, dead. Well, almost dead. And they're smoking a cigarette. You ruined my life, Frank, or some shit like that.
Okay.
It was not the best book I read. It was nice. It was okay. I don't
You're
know.
bringing up a good You're bringing up a
Yeah.
good subject on that, which is basically in anything media related. So let's say movies, book, video games, even to this extent. Um, do you feel like you need a character that represents you 100%, or can you accept the feeling that you can follow someone as if a dream?
I followed because I was interested.
So let's say you saw The Witcher, right?
Yeah.
The Witcher is not someone that looks like you or me. We don't have the same life as he does, and we're not in that time. But we
Mm-hmm.
still feel invested in what's happening, what's occurring to him. And let's say if you have another story where the character is either made by you, like a D&D kind of way, or
Mm-hmm.
if you're playing a video game, you're making your own self, does that help you more to get into the story? Or if the character is written well, even though it doesn't look like you or don't have the same morals as you, are you still okay with it as long as it's well written?
Well,
That's what I'm trying to come across.
let me ask you a question then. Well, okay, that's not gonna. Okay, that's not a good question because what I was gonna say is, have you ever wanted to be the biggest asshole ever, but you're already that? So, you ever you ever wanted to be the exact opposite of what you are right now? Then you can do that in D&D, right? So that's like you can roleplay that. I mean, it could. I guess it could be hard for some people. I don't know, but
Because that's the thing. The way I interpreted when I'm watching, let's say, movies or TV shows is that it's like I'm watching someone's life or a dream, so I can empathize with what's going on. Because whenever you're watching a dream, like if you recall your dream, you have no control what's going on, but still you're invested in what's happening, even if the next day you don't remember it. Like sometimes you do when you watch a movie or a TV show. Even if you watch it every day or every moment, you might not remember it tomorrow.
fair.
Especially now with the overconsumption of things.
Yeah. Funny thing though, I don't dream. Well, not right now anyway. I haven't been dreaming for a couple of years now, or I never remembered any dream at all.
Depends really. I used to keep a dream journal for a while when I was back in my teens because I really somehow cared about my dreams
Mm-hmm.
because they were not because my dreams were amazing, because I always wanted to know what was up or what was happening.
Sure.
And at some point, thanks to that, I think, and then again, I don't want to sound like a guy who's sucking his own dick because I can't. I got too many ribs. Um, I felt like I was controlling my dreams, the whole lucid dreaming kind of thing. And there's a good way to process and to have that and to have fun with it. Because at some point I was studying in cinema, and it was a blast to have a control on your dreams because you can actually work out scenarios in your head and have scenes and have moments and have movies almost playing in your head all night.
I'm sure it is, buddy. But yeah, I'm
Okay.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. But you know that would be amazing actually. If I always tried to get like lucid dreaming, right?
But what have you tried exactly? There's really easy techniques and there's also like
I
workout techniques and all
yeah,
that bullshit.
I researched a bit, and one of my friend told me about it.
Mhm.
What he did to be able to do that, or what he does to be able to do
Mhm.
that. I tried a couple of stuff, but at some point I just stopped having dreams because
Mhm.
I don't remember having a dream in a couple of years, and now so that's a bit weird. I believe.
Right.
Because when I wake up, I just remember going to sleep. I don't
Hmm.
remember anything going on while. And I tried also like just to keep a journal. Also,
Mhm.
keep a journal by my bed, just in
Right.
case I get a
Right.
dream, right?
Mhm.
And no, I never had one. Well, since the journal was there, But
Mm.
it's not anymore. But so there's
So maybe
nothing
the
in
thing
it.
is,
There's nothing in the journal.
okay, because if I may, what I actually use as a technique is two things. The first thing is to do the dream checks. I think someone has already told you about dream checks. If you don't know what it is, I'll be glad to explain what it is exactly, but I think the name says it.
I I maybe know what it is in French, but no man.
Yeah, it's, let's say whenever you're doing your life, you're spending your life, you're doing going to work, taking a shower, whatever, you do one mental check. So it's a classic thing that I don't know where you don't have to say it out loud. You're alone, so you can just go, "Am I dreaming?" And then you can just do a particular movement that only you would do when you're in the physical reality. So
Yeah.
I for once, what I do is that with my thumb, I press on my third finger, first finger, pinky, and then the middle finger, and that's it. I just do it once, and that's it. Normally, you can do that maybe two, three times during the day, during the whole span of the day. And when you go to bed, since this is a more of a chronic physical movement that you have, in your dream, if ever you are dreaming, you won't be doing it. You want to know another example of that? You rarely see your cell phone in a dream, even though you're using it every single day. That is something I realized recently and made me realize also like, wow, because your arm is so used to moving to a particular place or being placed in a way, that becomes a mental check or a physical check, basically a dream check. So that could be something you could maybe see, or even that. Sometimes in dream, if people have, let's say, they bite their nails, or they smoke, or they chew bubble gum, because people still chew bubble gum, you can use that also as a dream check, because you rarely do those activities as well in a dream,
Okay.
unless you really, really crave a smoke every night.
Well, okay, interesting.
So
Um,
that's one of those things. So you can do that, and people won't ever
well,
notice. They just think, oh, it's a fake he has, or just he does it once in a while, whatever.
I
No one will
did
think you're weird.
I did pinch myself the other day just to make sure. So
Mm.
I, because I it was not like I was feeling lightheaded. And I
Yeah,
was like,
that
okay,
comes.
am I fucking dreaming now? But no, I did that. I did that another time recently, but never it never was a dream.
Okay.
uh, but one thing that um, happens a lot. It's not a dream. It might be considered a dream. You tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would wake up very stressed, but not because like fell from a building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that happens sometimes.
It does.
But um, I wake up because I hear the doorbell, but it's in my
Okay.
head.
It has happened to me too. You wake up suddenly doorbell, but nothing has rang.
Yeah, nothing rang. I woke up. I asked one of my roommates that's already up, right? Did
Mm-hmm.
the doorbell just rang right now? No, it didn't. I'm like, fuck. Okay.
Those depend really on moments. Is that in some cultures, whenever, let's say, you sneeze or you wake up like that by the sound of the bell, it's basically that someone is mentioning you somewhere out there. Now, those are superstitions or
Yeah.
hyper body experiments, whatever you name it, I don't care. But the thing is that in the frequency that it has happened to me, let's say in the past year, I think it happened to me 5 times. That I thought it was the doorbell, no one rang, I was alone. I'm like, okay,
For me, it happened a
why?
lot, actually. Couple mornings in a month. It even happened the other day, like a week ago. Um,
Right.
but yeah, no, it happens a lot. But it's all in my head. Like it could be considered as a spasm, I guess. Whenever you're in your like in your front pockets, whenever it vibrates, but it didn't. So you never
Oh yeah,
received a
the
notification, like ghost.
yeah, that's the new phenomenon. Yeah, the phantom vibrations.
Yeah, phantom vibration. Yeah, could be that too. Could be in the same category, right? Um,
Right.
I don't know. All I know is it's been weirding me out a bit.
Oh, I understand. It happened to me 5, 6 times, and I'm weirded the fuck out. I'm like, I don't get visitors, and that's not the sound of my doorbell.
Yeah,
What?
I'm like, oh shit, my Amazon package is oh fuck. So I
Yeah.
get out. Oh, there's nothing. What the fuck?
And I'm outside without my keys, hanging dong. Ah, fuck.
Legit, I go out in pajamas.
And going back to it, the second technique I can offer you maybe for lucid dreaming, it's the one that helps me the most to fall asleep for that. It's if you're capable to doing so. Let's say during your day off. Let's say if you, I don't know, during your day off, do you put an alarm to wake you up or you wake up naturally?
I do
And you want to
have
wake up.
I do have an alarm. Always.
Okay.
In case I just miss the day, right? I have an alarm at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Just in case I don't wake up naturally.
So here's the thing.
Mhm.
What I would recommend you is that during your day off, at least once, if you want to try it out, put your alarm, the normal alarm at 10, let's say as an example, and put another one 3 hours and 30 minutes before. So that would be around 6:30 a.m. Now, it depends on how you can arrange that. How can you work that out? When you wake up at 6:30, get out from your bed. Immediately get out of it. Wake up, go, I don't know, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth. Don't drink coffee, drink water. Do something. Be out of bed. Stay out of bed for maybe 10 to 15 minutes top. And when you've done all that, go right back into bed and try to go to sleep.
Why?
That has been the most successful way for me to go into lucid dreaming.
Huh.
Because of two things. Because you have woken yourself up from the REM sleep that you were having, so the lowest level of dream possible, you have woken yourself from it really fast. But the fact that you go back to it after doing something, your body is then more concentrated to go back into it, deeply into it, because it knows that it has been there, more than when you go to sleep at night. Because when you go to sleep at night, sometimes you have your whole day in your back, you have the stress of the day, or you're thinking about the next day. But at that moment, that weird moment when you're waking up and you're like, kind of grumpy or lost or almost zombified, that is the best moment for you to go back to the REM sleep. And that's why sometimes when people just snooze all the time, you feel like it's getting worse and worse when you're trying to wake up, because your body is still going into that REM, which is dipping, going back up, dipping, and going back up. But with 3 hour span of time for you to do that, and since dreams has a different spanning of time, you can lucid dream as fast as possible in there. And that's the perfect moment to do so.
Huh. That's an interesting take. Actually, might try that. Seems hard to just wake up and don't look at my phone right away. Force of habit, you know.
But that's the thing. You
I'll
can
try to
look
do
at your
that,
phone.
yeah.
The only thing is that you have to be out of bed for 10
Yeah,
to 15
okay.
minutes. You have to physically be out of it. Because if you stay in your bed, you wait the 30 to 25 minutes and you try to go to bed again, it will not work.
I will sometimes wait 2 hours in bed, man. It's
Oh, I know. It is like that. I
yeah.
understand it. Dreams are a thing that we
Yeah.
want to forge because they are fun and they're a great way to escape.
Is that why I don't have fun anymore, man?
Nah, just right now, everybody's playing an escape room game and no one knows where the exit is.
Well, couldn't have said it better myself.
There's no better place to end it than right now, then.
Yeah, well, thank you for watching or listening, actually.
And hopefully, if you're listening until the end, well, I don't know, write banana in the comments. I don't care.